And if you got a new phone or laptop for Christmas, chances are you're giving it away or selling your old one. And even though you thought you deleted all your old data, it's probably still on your phone, which I did not know.
Yeah.
Here to help you erase old data for good and get some secure those other gadgets.
That's right.
You unwrapped yesterday's tech expert, Juan Carlos Bagnell, right?
Yes, that's me.
I did say it right. It's welcome,
You got
Juan.
it.
He's back again.
Excellent.
We had him earlier, but now we're going to start. Okay, I got a new phone. I got a new computer. How do I get rid of all the old data on the old ones?
The first one, obviously, you take your old phone, you want to pop out the SIM card. If you have a phone with a memory card, you want to take that out too.
So like the thing that you push in the button?
Yeah, the little pin, and it's going to, and that's also something that a carrier store can help you out with too. So if you got your phone through like an AT&T or Verizon, they can usually walk you through those steps also.
Okay.
But all that information still lives on the phone, like all of your photos, text messages, emails.
So how do I wipe this out?
So that's what we really want to focus on. And for iPhone users, this is a little bit easier because they already have their phones using encryption. And actually, I'm going to switch over here. Just kind of draw this out real quick. So we have like a phone, because I'm not an artist.
Sure, but
so
you play one on TV.
Yeah, exactly. And you've got all of your information on that phone.
Okay, so is there a button on the iPhone that says just delete all?
Well, so what the iPhone does is it encrypts that data, so it just looks like gibberish to anyone who would be able to copy that data without your passcode.
Okay.
But older Android phones didn't always do this by default. So if you send that phone in, you can use apps or programs to recover that information. So before you wipe it out, you want to go into your settings and turn on that encryption, so then it's all scrambled up and they can't see what's on your device. It's all just gibberish.
So they can't see pictures of my phones. Okay.
And then from a laptop,
Yes.
there are free programs that you can do that will also write over all of this information by just copying meaningless nonsense all over, so that if anyone were to try and pull that hard drive, they would get meaningless information.
Random question though, I have a computer that's totally dead and does not work. Is that stuff already deleted on there? Because no one can fix it.
The information's still on the hard drive, so they can pull that hard drive out.
I can't turn it on, so.
Yeah, so, well, you could remove it from the computer and someone could get access to it, but that's another segment. We'll cover that at another time.
Another thing you were talking about is not just one password, but two-factor.
Two-factor authentication is super important now because a lot of people got speakers or new web cameras, thermostats, all of these things connect to your Google and your Amazon accounts. And just think about how much information is in your Amazon account. So what we want to do now is turn on two-factor authentication. And so not only do you put in a password, it will then send a text message to your phone alerting you when someone's trying to get into your account. It's a really safe way to make sure that you are verifying who you are.
Okay, so that's good. You get also online banking has this as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So online banking, like when you're transferring funds.
It's become a lot more popular.
Okay, now changing your defaults. What does that mean? I mean, I'm like talking tech right now. I have no idea what that means. so change default
password. So a lot of people will get these new gadgets, plug them in, and then just start using them.
Change the default password.
Change the default passwords. And so, if the password is like password, that's not safe. You absolutely want to change that out. And I know we say password, but I'm a big fan of the passphrase.
What's a passphrase?
So instead of just like, one word that will unlock your account, I'll take a quote from one of my favorite Shakespeare plays.
Well, you're so smart. I said to be or not to be, and you corrected me.
Well, no, not mine personally. I don't think to be or not to be is very safe. But it's Hamlet. Mine is still from Hamlet.
Okay.
But it's something that's a little bit more robust. It's a little bit longer, and that's going to be harder for people to crack.
Okay. And our last thing is cell phones for soldiers. What is that all about?
Oh, and so when you trade in your phone, you can get a lot of money by selling your phone online, especially if it's only a year old. But if you have the means, it's a cause that it's very near and dear to my heart. My dad's retired Air Force. And cell phones for soldiers, you donate your old phone, and it goes into the hands of someone who's going to be deployed.
They'll refurbish it and give it to a soldier.
Clean it up, and it's the right season for it. Their ability to contact their loved ones, their family, their friends. It's kind of heartbreaking to think that they don't always have those capabilities when we send them out on deployment.
Especially abroad, they don't have phones.
Exactly.
So to have a cell phone was great. Okay, we know that was a lot of information. It definitely was a lot of information for me. So head over to foxla.com or our Facebook page at Fox11LA. We put up all of Juan's tips there, like defaults, authenticity, deletion. He can suss it out on there. All right, we'll be right back. Stick around. That's a lot of information. It's pretty easy when you break it down.